Okay, yes, we're back with another rider, another episode. Today we have two ladies from America. The names are...
Louisa, Isabel.
Okay, Isabel, you're going to need to use the mic though at the back here. Okay. And yes, you know me and Simon. Now, before we get into this, and we're going to talk about what it's like for them living... Are you here on holiday?
No, she's here on holiday.
Okay, you're here on holiday.
I'm here on holiday.
And what are you doing? Are you a student?
I'm a student again.
Okay, what are you studying?
Traditions of yoga and meditation.
Oh, yoga. You do look like a yoga person with a scarf. And you got the henna. Is that henna or tattoo?
No, it's tattoos.
Okay. So what brought you to London then?
Me? I went to Goldsmiths to study fine art.
Are you two sisters, by the way?
No, we're just friends.
Okay. So what does a friend do in the back?
I work in New York. I've been there for 8 years, and my family lives in London, so I come here often.
Oh, is it? So your family just up and left you? You don't look that old. So why did they leave you? Why did they leave you?
They didn't leave me. They just have lived here forever, and I lived in the States.
Was you in boarding school or something?
Was I in boarding school?
Yeah.
No, I grew up in the States. They grew up here.
Oh, they grew up here, and they've been here for 8 years.
I've been in New York for 8 years. They grew up in Italy, and then they went to school in England, and then they now have lived in London since they graduated.
Okay. You got siblings?
Me?
Yeah.
I have, 4 siblings, 3 brothers and a sister.
Oh, okay. So how do you two know each other?
We met in New York this summer.
Okay. That's
So romantic.
Oh, you're a couple?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, okay. So you met in New York, and you're both into yoga, I take it?
Yes.
That's good. I've tried yoga before. I did
Are
yoga
you
when I was in
into
Kenya, in Mombasa.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. You know, like you have hot yoga? Well, I didn't have a choice. I think it is very hot. But I felt very relaxed after. But it was a bit slow for me. It was
You
a
like
bit...
to be faster.
Well, it's just like, I can see why certain kind of demographics of people may take to yoga a lot, you know, in that respect. I come from a combat sports point of view. So what do you ladies think of London? You're sighing! So what, have you been mugged or something bad happened? Some boyfriend cheated on you or whatever?
Actually, no cheating. No cheating.
So what is that then? What's the sigh about? So,
No, I love it, but you hate it at the same time, you know?
So, all right, so what do you love and what do you hate?
I love that there's a life here for everybody. And I hate how awkward people are here in a non-friendly way sometimes.
But you're from New York, aren't you?
I'm from Chicago.
I'm from New York.
Okay. Now, you've been to New York? Would you say New York has similarities of London? And,
Yeah, I guess, but if somebody doesn't like you in America,
you're talking the passive aggressive.
you know, it's too passive. Yeah, I don't like the passive aggressive.
So you'll say something and they go, oh, really?
Yeah, and they're like,
Oh, okay. Yes, I know. Yes, that is one of the. You could say it's one of the flaws. But so, what about you in the back? So I forget your name. Isabel and Louisa. Okay, Isabel and Louisa. So Isabel, what's the pros and cons of living in London or holiday in London so far?
Speed camera reported ahead.
Aesthetically, London is so beautiful, and everywhere you go is so different. You feel like you're in a different city in every neighborhood. And I think the cons are also the passive aggressiveness. In New York, everyone is so friendly everywhere, but you know if they hate you. And here, I think it's hard as a visitor though, because I haven't lived here, so where I go is always with family or friends, so I have the best time everywhere and think it's the best city in the world.
Okay. What do you see when you say they like, if they like you in New York, and they know if they hate you, do they actually tell you they hate you? What's the difference?
They just tell you to fuck off.
They just walk away. They don't keep talking to you, and they're just like, bye.
Okay, so there's that kind of British fake politeness then, really.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are your descendants Italian?
I'm not Italian. My cousins are, because my aunt, their mother, married an Italian man, so it's their father's side.
Okay. So what are your descendants?
My descendants.
You look.
What do I look
You don't look Northern European.
No.
No, you look like Mediterranean, Italian, Spanish.
Close.
Something like that.
Close. My mom's Brazilian, Japanese.
Okay.
Then my dad's just American.
Okay. All right. But he's got a descendant, obviously.
Yeah, but like English,
Yeah.
Scottish.
So you're home then.
Irish.
A part of you's home.
Long time
That you're
ago,
just not able to deal with the passive aggressive
It's
element.
true, and they won't give me a visa.
But okay, but certain countries in Europe, like Ireland now, you can claim, you can get if you're a descendant of Irish from America.
I know, but we're not that
passport.
Irish. We're not Irish enough. You know?
I don't know what the qualifications are.
I think you have to be recently Irish.
No, they're doing I think they're doing a long haul thing. Well, you'll find out if you apply.
Yeah.
So
Where are you from, Simon?
my parents are Jamaican, but you're starting a podcast as well.
I know.
So this is the time
So
to let us know about
I
your
need to
podcast.
practice too.
So
we're starting a podcast.
is that the two of you?
No, our other friend Maeve.
What's it about and why?
We just realized that we're really good at justifying situations and making excuses for things. And so we thought we should start a podcast about justifying things. Not dangerous things, just like boy problems.
Boy,
you know?
so it's
But now it's evolved into lots of different segments.
so we justifying having boyfriends or not having boyfriends, or justifying dumping them?
I think
All
we're
of the
justifying anything that they want.
Have
to
you
be
got
justified.
boyfriends, both of you?
No, obviously not. That's why we're starting this podcast.
Okay,
And then we also want to have a poop segment, a poop story segment.
Okay.
Because everyone has a poop story.
Right, what's your story?
No, I don't have one yet. That's why I'm doing the podcast.
How can
But
you not have a poop story?
I only have
other.
other people's poop stories.
Right,
but
tell
I
us a
want my
story and see.
No,
Why not?
Because they have to watch my podcast.
Yeah,
to
but
hear
this
the
is
poop
gonna
story.
this is a taster. You ever walk down the street and they say, try fried rice, try fried rice. And then you say,
Have
hey.
a poop story.
So go and tell us a story.
One of my best friends, she moved to America from here when she was 16, and she made a friend at school, like the first week of school, and then that friend and her decided to go shopping on the weekend, so they went to the Grove, and in the Grove they have this corn dog stand, and my friend got a lamb corn dog, which is insane, and then the other girl got like a carrot covered in corn dog. And so basically my friend really needed to go to the bathroom, and then they were going up the escalator to the American Girl doll
What were they
bathroom.
wearing? Skirts or dresses or jeans?
Trousers, but it does not matter because the orientation of the escalator, right, is like there's a butt and a face, and she shot herself in this girl's face
Oh, in a friend's face.
by accident. Yeah,
And what did the friend say?
I think they actually they moved past it and
So it went on
they
her
conquered
face.
that. Well, no, within the trousers.
She just went.
But like in the face. It's horrible.
Okay. Isabella, have you got a story?
No, not
Was
yet.
it nope?
What
nope,
about you? Do you have a poop story?
Yeah, I can have loads of stories when you're touching cloth, but I'm just thinking. There was a story that I was told one time. I vlogged about this story, and it's a guy, and he kept on getting blocked up, constipated, So he told his sister, he said, I've been really finding it hard to go to the bathroom. She said, well, take some of this. He gave him chocolate. Oh, some chocolate, wow. All right, I'll just eat this. And he ate the whole thing.
Watch out.
Yeah, it's a big
Construction on
kind
road
of like
ahead.
a Cadbury's thing of chocolate. Anyway, so he's driving around London doing his driving job. And his belly's just gone, okay, what's going on? So he's thinking, no, he's trying to deliver the parcel still. And he's thinking, oh, no, this isn't going to work. I need to find a place. So he managed to find a place in like what we call like a project. You call a project, we call a council estate. It's an old playground. So he found some kind of long pole. Was it a pole? I think he said there's a pole. Telegraph pole that is lying on its side and whatever. So he just ducked down in there and he just opened up and everything just came out.
Through the pole.
No, not through the pole, alongside. Everything's come out. But the funny thing was, the next day, he got some more chocolate and he ate some more chocolate.
Why would he do that?
Because he's thinking, well, maybe I'm still blocked up. And so on the third day, he said to his sister, that stuff you give me keeps making me really empty out. She goes, you're not meant to eat the whole thing. You're only meant to eat one little square because it's laxative. He says, what's laxative?
Oh, no.
She said,
Chocolate laxative.
it makes you go to the toilet. So what do you mean? She says, well, it's designed in a chocolate form so people can take it and feel comfortable, consume it easily, but it just makes you go to the toilet. And he's gone, oh, that's why I've been crapping everywhere.
That's horrible.
So that's a bit of knowledge. If you give someone something, explain what it's for.
It's
Is
true.
the moral
That's
to that
true.
story.
I didn't know they made laxative chocolate.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, well, yep.
Yep.
You do now. So this podcast, you're saying you're going to tell stories and you talk about relationships.
Yeah, I think the
So what's-
concept is we have people come on to our
What's an
podcast.
excuse? So this goes for both of you. You can't hide in the back there.
I'm not.
Okay. What was the last reason that you broke up with your boyfriend then?
No, we can't get into all
Why
of
not?
this.
We just take.
Because I need content. For
Yeah, but
my
you're gonna get
podcast.
content. You could just scan my podcast. I've got over 1,000 episodes and thousands of vlogs, and you could just tell those stories in a funnier form, or it could be a topic.
Okay, well, excuses that we've liked to justify, right? Were things. We just like to justify things.
Yeah. So
But
what,
we can just really justify
all right,
them,
what's
you
the
know?
best justification for breaking up with someone you've heard?
Oh,
And it can't be, it's not you, it's me.
actually, I heard a really good one when I was really young, and my friend's older sister and the other one's older brother were dating, right? And this was the first breakup that we knew of because we were 10. But the boy broke up with the girl by saying that, comparing her to a sandwich, and then he was like, you're like a BLT, and I love BLTs, but sometimes I want a peanut butter and jelly, or I want, and that's how he broke up with her.
And I could say she accepted that.
Well, I don't think so, because I knew about it, so it must not have been.
But you're going to find out about, when people break up and people are close, everybody tells everybody.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I feel like your podcast starts to talk about the justifications that the girl makes for that breakup.
Mhm.
They're but you still want the BLT sometimes.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what
But
I
he
was
said it was his
thinking.
What if you're
favorite.
hungover and that's too sweet and you want salty, and you go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, and the BLT's reliable,
Yeah.
But he might say, well, the BLT's got a bit stale bread.
Yeah, and then you go, well, maybe he likes stale bread.
Yeah, you just go down all of these excuses.
So, okay, that sounds a bit desperate, but okay. Just don't leave me, don't leave, no.
Or if he does leave too, then we can also justify a lot of that.
Have you ever heard this saying? You may not have. If a man leaves a woman, or if a woman leaves a man, he should understand. If a man leaves a woman, he's a bastard. You're
I've
thinking
not
that.
heard this.
You're ahead of that. But would you say it's true?
No.
No. Not
I think it just depends on the reason.
on the reason.
Well, actually, I think that if they just don't like you, they should go.
Yeah.
I will quote your ex-president's wife, of Michelle Obama. Not that I'm a great fan at all, but she said for 10 years she hated Obama, but she stuck with him, and now she still loves him very much. I don't understand all of that, but maybe there's something in that.
Yeah, maybe.
I can hear
I don't know
Isabella.
about that.
I mean,
Hate is a strong word.
hate is a really strong word.
Yeah, but it's just a word though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Remember that
there's
song?
cultural backing.
That song might have been a bit before your time. I Hate You Right Now. One of those, yeah, some time ago. But a lot of women resonated with that. From what from when I used to work in a superstore, and a lot of women in the cafeteria were saying, "Yeah, that's how I feel about my husband at times." But then I know I love him really, because I don't want him to leave. So what have you seen? What sights have you seen of London? Have you had any, apart from passive aggressive? You haven't seen? You haven't
No
been,
sites. But what sites are we talking about?
Well, our sites going around London. We've got 170 museums, loads of.
That's a good fact.
Yeah, and they're all free.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go and do these things.
We're gonna go see the Abramovich, hopefully. At
You've
the
been to Buckingham
RA.
Palace yet?
I have. I actually recently went on a Buckingham Palace tour.
Oh, you went inside? I was meant to go inside.
And you can get a stamp on your ticket, and that ticket lasts an entire calendar year.
Is it?
But that tour's only open for 10 weeks out of the year.
Yeah.
So it's a little complicated.
It's somebody's home, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what was it like inside? Did you go as
It was
well?
fine.
I wasn't with her, no.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you need to do it, if I'm honest.
All right. Is that because you don't want to do it again, in case Isabella wants to go?
Well, I do have my ticket where I can go back as many times as I want for the calendar year. But
Is it expensive?
it was 33, 35 quid. You can do a lot cooler shit here
Yeah, I can
for that much money.
I can believe it. So, what can New York or what can America learn from England, and what can England learn from America? Yeah, Izzy.
I'm thinking.
What can America learn from England? Eating outside and cats.
Drinking at pubs.
Yeah.
Pubs.
You like
Pubs.
pubs?
Pubs.
No, so true.
I think people live a much slower lifestyle here, at least compared to New York. I'm talking New York. People here work to live, and people in New York live to work. So everyone in New York is just
Estimated
go, go,
time in
go.
traffic, 7 minutes.
And you're constantly just trying to get up to the next level and one up a lot of people around you. People here live a much calmer lifestyle from what I'm seeing.
Have you travelled to the rest of Europe, Southern Europe, Italy or anywhere yet? They're really slow and relaxed.
They're really slow, yeah.
I think Italy has the longest or the oldest demographics in Europe.
Yeah, because they have the negative population now, right? That's why if you're like Italian American, you're now Italian.
Yeah.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Yeah, no, they are. They give you the passport.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's the same as the Irish.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be that far
Yeah.
back. You
No,
don't
but
have to be
I
that
think-
recent.
I don't think I'm recent at all.
Okay, well,
You know,
it's always
that's
worth
the
a try.
It is worth a try, you're right.
All they can do is say, and you're back where you started.
It's true.
Yeah. Okay.
It's true.
What else? What else is here? Yes, King's Cross. It's a hotel and a station. St. Pancras.
See, like New York
Built
should have more of this.
1873.
And there's that pink car.
Yeah, so one of the previous people who owned the hotel, the family sold, the father sold, but the two children, one of them who owns the Lamborghini, they have a flat each in that apartment.
In there?
Yeah, and that's one of their cars.
Really?
I think it's a boy's car, but the girl drives it.
Nice.
I only know that because their neighbours told me. But so what else? What can London learn from New York
Well,
or America?
Be transparent.
yeah, because I don't live here, so I feel like Louisa
Okay,
has more to
you
say
be
on what they
transparent.
need, 'cause I
Be
see-
transparent.
You've got an axe to grind, haven't you, really?
I do, it's fucking annoying.
Yeah, because you're in yoga, so you probably
Yeah.
had the middle and upper class people in yoga. And
Yeah.
and that's how they deal with things.
No,
Yeah.
but also, I mean, I went to art school in Southeast London, and
Yeah, but
equally bad.
Yeah, but those people are the
Yeah.
middle and upper class. So I'm working class.
Yeah.
So working class will be more like a New Yorker and just tell you
And
where
just
to
tell you
go.
fuck off,
Yeah.
yeah.
But middle class will
Yeah.
go and they'll talk about you behind your back and all that.
True.
That stuff. They got time for that
They do
because
have
they
time
don't
for that.
fight.
Yeah.
You see.
I'm big on fighting.
You don't look like you're a fighter.
I don't fight.
Yeah.
But I'm big on fighting.
So tell us about yoga. Why we'll finish off with yoga.
Let's finish off with yoga.
What's so interesting? How did yoga hook you?
I think it's just like the most healing thing you can do for yourself.
Okay.
You know? That's kind of it.
How long you been doing yoga for?
Not that long, like a year. Now I'm doing a master's in it.
Is it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know there's a specialist yoga centre along this road here where the building's just dedicated to
Is
yoga.
it called the Yoga Center or Center
Yeah,
for
I
Yoga?
think that's it.
I think so, yeah, because that's where my uni is.
Oh, so
And
that's
it's connected to that.
Oh, is it? Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. So
I
I used to
haven't
know a
been
lady
yet,
who works there, who was doing courses there and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Izzy, you do yoga?
Yeah, I've been doing yoga since I was like 14.
Okay. That's it.
But I have never studied it. But I do go to a yoga class
Yeah, but
3 times a week.
if you're doing it all the time, you are kind of studying.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
Because you're practicing every time you're doing your breathing, your and and all that. For me, when I've tried yoga, it's quite embarrassing as a man
Why?
because we say, "Why?" You look devastated because you just realise how unflexible you are.
I'm not
But
very
it's a
flexible.
practice.
I
Yeah.
know,
You get better.
I understand that,
Consistent.
but it's just like it's embarrassing. You can't even get that far to the ground doing the splits or anything. You can.
No, yeah, but you don't need to. That's not what yoga's about.
Yeah, but it's that competitive thing in the blokes. It's like, "Whoa, okay, let me just go outside and lift the weights."
Yeah, look what I can do.
Yeah. Okay. So, there's different types of yoga. What kind of yoga do you ladies do? Is it Ashanti?
Ashtanga?
Yes. Yeah.
No.
That's real ninja, isn't it?
Ashtanga, it's
It's
a
like
funny one because it's a series of poses,
Mhm.
right? But you can't skip them. It's like an order of the poses that you
Mhm.
learn. So even though, let's say pose number 7 is easier than pose number 2, you can't do pose number 7 until you master pose number 2.
okay.
So
It-
I don't really like that
Why not?
because it feels really like body focused instead of like mental.
But surely it's a combination of the both
Mm-hmm.
because there's a discipline, there's order,
Yeah,
and there's the capabilities,
yeah,
and then there's believing in yourself.
yeah.
So that's how I would have seen it. Or would you just like to have your own way?
I don't know. I like there's some yoga practices like Kundalini yoga, right, where they literally tell you to close your eyes the entire time, and they're like, if your leg can't go up there, just think that it does, and then you'll keep doing it, and then eventually it will.
Okay.
You know. And so I think that's a nice way of navigating.
Like
it.
connecting with your mind. so
Yeah.
much more.
Alright,
Yeah.
so we have different styles then.
We have different
Different
styles.
styles of connecting.
Yeah.
I'm probably more brute force, and
Mm-hmm.
you're just like, let's just breathe. And...
Let's just calm
mindful
down,
breathing.
everybody.
What would be your words of advice to young Americans coming to live and work in, or even on holiday in London, and I don't want to hear about passive aggressive anymore. And this is for you as well, Izzy.
Yeah. For Europeans in New York, or also
No,
Americans coming in?
American, because
coming
you're
in.
American first, aren't you?
I am.
Even though you've got your Italian passport yet?
I know. I wish.
Well, think about it, when you get that, you get European Union and you get free healthcare
You're
That's
set,
very
yeah.
true. I'm all
Yeah.
set.
and stuff.
And
So you get
strong.
looked after with our socialist system that the Americans keep trying to change. The big business capitalism coming in there.
Yeah, it's so
They
bad.
open a number of hospitals here, though, private hospitals.
Really?
Yeah, we're not happy about it.
No.
But, because when healthcare's not free, crime goes up. Because there's nothing. If your loved one's sick, you'll do anything
To get them, yeah, the help that they need.
Yeah. That's the way I was
Yeah.
interrupting you. So what's the advice you would give to somebody coming to work and live holiday in England?
Don't go out in Mayfair.
Why?
That's a great one.
Why? What happened?
What?
There's a story behind that. I want to
No,
hear
I
this.
just feel
bit.
like everyone gets like locked into this thing because all these weird promoters start talking to you, and then they're like, "This is nightlife in London. Like, you have to go, whatever." And then you just feel like really used, you know? And it's not fun. So
What?
don't fall into that trap and just go do other fun stuff.
Mayfair's the most expensive place in the country.
Yeah, but you know what those promoters do? Because they find you like on Instagram or like on the street.
Is it?
Start talking, and they're like, "Do you want to go to this club?" Like, no, whatever. And then you pay nothing basically, and then they take you out to this weird dinner, and then you go to the club, and you're just like a piece of meat in these weird. I don't like.
Oh, you're talking the Russian bars and places like that. You got to be careful.
Yeah,
They may
well-
be trying to. Remember that film, Liam Neeson?
Which one? Take it.
Yeah, you be careful. I can see you.
I really don't
Yeah,
like
because
it.
they're sending you those
Yeah.
bars. Why they send you to those bars in Mayfair?
They're
Only the working
scary.
girls go there. Unless they're accompanied by their partner. Okay.
No, and like all power to them,
Uh,
but I'm not doing that. I'm like,
well, it
it's
looks,
just not fun.
okay, it looks like we're coming to the end of the journey now. So apart from avoid Mayfair, is there anything positive?
Piece of advice.
That is good advice.
Okay, yeah, but is there anything else? Like, because you're just saying avoid the places if it's like, avoid going to Brooklyn.
Mine was kind of
Yeah.
That's
Don't go to Brooklyn. No, you should go to Brooklyn. Go to Brooklyn.
Mine was the opposite. Mine was like, don't get too comfortable. When I get here, when I come, I get very comfortable in Notting Hill.
Okay.
And I think don't get too comfortable and go to as many neighborhoods as possible because you see so many different types of people, and go to as many pubs as possible because I think that is where you have fun and interesting conversations.
What kind of music you ladies into?
Currently,
No.
Because depending on your music taste is where I can suggest you go in London.
That's so true.
You got Camden with like the punks, rockers,
Super into pop.
heavy metal, all that kind
I
of,
should love it.
yeah. Camden Town, then you got like Shoulder R&B and all of that kind of thing there.
Where are you from?
Me, I'm from South London. I was born in Brixton, but I live south of the river.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, have you been Brixton before? That's good.
That's good.
Well, you didn't say anything negative about it. You just said that's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah. Okay.
That's nice.
What's the name of this podcast going to be that you're going to do?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, what's up? Okay. And what platforms is it going to be on?
I haven't figured that out yet. Give me a
Mine.
minute.
I gotta help.
What's your platform?
Taxi Chronicles.
No, but what?
Oh, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I'm on Instagram and TikTok. I got kicked off Twitter.
Why?
I don't know why. But I just couldn't be asked. You're not going to get paid on Twitter, so I don't care.
Yeah, fair.
And I'm not into writing all the time, so
Yeah.
it's just not a thing for me.
That's okay. Yeah.
And stuff. So it's like
We don't need Twitter.
no animosity in that respect.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for the interview.
Thanks, Simon.
And we wish you well. And Isabel.
Thanks, Simon.
Okay. We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day as well as vlogging on our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.